We're in Bali, we're really hungry, and we're on the hunt for some local food.
So today we're going to be trying Indonesian food. Currently in the town of Ubud, which is full of like trendy restaurants and cafes, but right now we're in search of more traditional Indonesian restaurants. I think they're called warungs.
So we just came over to this place called Ayam Yummy, which is about the best name you could possibly have for a restaurant. It's a pretty cool space. We're up on the second floor and we got a good little view. There's some artwork on the wall as well, and we grabbed a bintang. It's an extra large bintang to share while we eat our yummy food. The food has arrived. We got 3 different dishes. We got Ayam Betutu, Gado Gado, and chicken satay.
Now which one do we start with?
I know, it all looks so good.
We decided to start with the satay. So it's chicken, it's got like, I think a peanut sauce on there, there's some rice and maybe steamed vegetables over here.
Wow, interesting. It all looks so good. Look how like golden and crispy the satay looks. I can smell the peanut sauce.
So for those of you who have never been here before, you might be thinking this seems kind of generic, like you can get satay anywhere, but it's a huge dish here in Indonesia. You can find it anywhere in street food, all the restaurants. It's a major dish here in Indonesia.
Yeah, I think we actually read it's one of the maybe national treasures or national dishes?
Yeah.
Treasures. Dishes. How is it?
A little bit spicy, but not too spicy. Chicken is so tender. And then there's that really yummy peanut sauce. I think there's a lot of like peanut dishes here in Indonesia. I think it's a big sauce that they use.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure the proper way to eat this, but I'm gonna grab a bit of chicken and grab a little bit of the rice. There's just lovely flavors going on in there. The chicken's a little crispy on the outside, and the sauce itself is like really smooth and creamy. And throw in the rice and kind of like soaks up some of the sauce, of course. It's really lovely. We got 6 of them in total, so it's not too much. Luckily, we're gonna have enough room to try some of these other meals as well.
All right, on to dish number 2. It's called Ayam Betutu. It's really fun to say.
It is actually fun to say. And look at it, it's so interesting. So we have a little bit of rice there. And over here, there's a medley of vegetables. The waiter said this is kind of like a spicy, well, it looks like there's some onions in there and chilies. So that I'm excited to try the spicy sauce. And here is, what is this wrapped in? It's like a
banana leaf.
A banana leaf. So there's some chicken in there. Look at the color of that. Whoa.
I think it's supposed to be spicy.
Good. We like spicy. Okay, Anna's cutting into the chicken. Just look at the color of this. It smells like it's going to be spicy. We're just going for it, just with the chicken.
Wow.
Let's see what happens.
I'm not being hit with spice immediately, so it might not be that spicy, but it's definitely got like a curry flavor to it, and you can see it. Like, you don't want to get this on your clothes. It's yellow.
I'm going to go for some spice.
Ooh, you got a chili on there.
I do got a full chili. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm down with chili. I just don't know if I want a whole chili right away. So let's start with that. And then I'm going to grab a bit of this chicken. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh yeah. That is an explosion of spice. 1 second. I need to take a drink. To us, we love spicy food. So it's a good kind of spice. Maybe I just took a big old bite there. But it's so interesting. So the curry in the chicken, like Anna was saying, I can't tell you exactly what kind of curry it is. All I can think of is it reminds me a little bit of like a Masaman Thai curry.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's not too spicy. There's not a lot of kick, and it's a little bit creamy. Chicken just falls apart in your mouth right away. You add these spices though, and I can't wait for you to try it again because you're gonna find it extremely spicy compared to what you had. But it's a good mixture. You got the curry, you got the spice. It's perfect. Okay, we can't leave out the delicious looking vegetables here. What do we got going on?
Okay, so I see definitely some beans, green beans, that is. Bean sprouts, maybe some spinach.
Yeah, they look really fresh.
They look like maybe they're steamed or something, because they're still crispy, but... That's yummy.
Yeah?
There's still some crunch in there, so they probably are steamed. Not too hot, but we have been talking a lot, so they could cool down.
Yeah.
It's a nice little sauce on there.
Yeah,
pretty simple.
It's a good combo for the plate. Good little sidekick for the rest. So next up is the Gado Gado, which is an Indonesian salad, and that dressing there, or sauce, it's a peanut sauce, I believe.
I wonder if it's going to be similar to what was on the satay.
Yeah, it looks interesting, huh? There's like some veggies, we got chips, there's hard-boiled eggs there.
And I think tofu.
And some tofu. Interesting. So Anna's just gonna mix it all up. Mash all those lovely flavors together.
All right, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm actually trying to determine if this is a potato or if it's tofu, so we'll find out.
Find out in a second. I don't think you could go wrong with either a potato or tofu in this.
Tofu.
Tofu.
Quite salty initially.
Really?
I think it might be the tofu that's salty. Good crunch from the veggies. And I would say that dressing is pretty much the same as what was on the satay. It's like a nice peanutty sauce.
And that was good dressing.
It was so good.
So we've read that this is actually like steamed veggies, I guess. So maybe they like flash fry them, but I'm gonna be different. This is probably not how you're supposed to do it, but I want to try one of these chips, and I thought I'd just put some of the salad or the slaw on here itself. Yeah, that's tasty. It is a little bit warm. It's nice and crunchy, like you said. These chips.
What do they taste like?
Yeah, well, it's hard to describe. They don't really taste like anything, so I think they're made to absorb the flavor. But I don't know. I'm calling them chips. There might be another name for these, but in Canada we call them chips. But they're good. They soak up all the flavors from that dressing itself and the I'm calling the slaw now. I know it's Gado Gado, but it looks almost like a coleslaw that you would find back where we're from anyway in North America. But overall, it's really good. It's not my favorite of the batch so far. I don't know if I could pick one. Maybe one of the first two, but I do like it. As far as the salad goes, it's really good.
That was so good. I don't know if I could pick a favorite, but the Ayam Betutu is not only fun to say, but it was really delicious and spicy, and I love spicy food.
Can't go wrong with any of those. But now, when we got to Bali in Indonesia, someone at the airport or driver basically told us right away, you have got to try Babi Guling, I think. I think it's a suckling pig. So now we're gonna go see if we can find it.
All right, so we had to search around a little bit. We had some bad luck. Everything was going so well. But we ended up at a place called Warung
Babi Guling.
Yes, right, you got it. The thing is, we're like late in the afternoon or like mid-afternoon. It's definitely a lunchtime thing, so we've been told you need to eat the roasted skin.
Right.
They seem to be out of it this time of day. So we ended up with fried skin.
Yeah, so essentially if you're here, and I don't know if it's like everywhere, but here in Ubud anyway, so far you need to be show up early to get basically the roasted skin, but we are gonna go for the fried skin just in case.
And I think we already said that this is suckling pig, but if we didn't, we're talking about pork here.
Okay, enough talking. Let's do it. All right, here we go. The food has arrived and it just looks like a mountain of deliciousness. I'm trying to figure out what we got here.
I know. So definitely some like lots of pork on the top, and it's covered in sauce.
It is, yeah.
There's rice on the bottom. I think there's some sort of veggies down here.
What do you think this?
Do you think that's like fried pork?
That looks like, maybe that's the fried skin?
No, I think this is the fried skin.
Oh, that's
like
the
a pork
fried
rind,
skin.
right?
Okay.
And we actually ate these before in Merida. We did a street food tour there. If you want to check that out, you should click up here. All right, I'm letting Trevor go first because if you guys have been following us for a while, you might know that I don't eat a whole lot of pork. There are roosters in the background.
Can you even hear us over the roosters in the background? Okay.
But yeah, I only recently started eating pork, so you go first.
Yeah, all right, I'll go first. So I got a bit of that pork. He won't let me talk. I got a bit of that pork and some rice. Oh, wow.
Is it good?
That's so good. What I would say is the pork is really, really tender. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the sauce. If any of you know, let me know. I didn't expect it to be spicy. For the record, I didn't read a lot about the dish to do my homework before I tried it. But all I can say is that pork is like cooked to perfection. Put in the rice, put in the sauce, and it's just a lovely combination of flavors going on in there.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna go with what you're kind of just talking about. I'm actually surprised to see sauce on it as well, because when I looked it up, it's basically like they roast a full-on pig in the morning. I'm assuming in the morning they start doing it, or overnight. But then it looks like they like kind of like cut down the sides
Right.
and like take the pieces out. So then they must put sauce on top after that.
Even when you look at it in the dish itself, all the different colors, all the flavors, I didn't even see the rice at first. So when you start to mix it up, you start to see all that. I'm gonna take another big old honkin' bite here. I see why everyone's been saying, the minute we got to Indonesia on our Instagram, if you don't follow us on Instagram, we'll link it down below and put it on the screen here. Because if you follow us on Instagram, we do stories so people know where we are in the actual moment. But everybody's been saying, try this dish specifically, and well, now we are.
I think it is too bad that we didn't actually get the roasted skin, but I'm gonna go for the fried skin.
I will try this in the meantime. I actually don't know what this is. I might go on a limb here and say this might be the fried skin.
This might be too.
Somebody maybe can let us know. Whatever it is.
It tastes like pork.
Yeah.
And it's nice and crispy.
Very crispy, really tasty. Overall, exceptionally good. Alright, round two is also a success. I'm so glad we found that. I do wish we had have gotten the skin though the proper way.
Yeah, so if you want the full thing, make sure to go right around lunchtime or else you might miss out. I'm still gonna say that Ayam Betutu is my favorite.
Yeah, that was so good. But we have one more thing, one more dish, one more thing we're gonna try. Let's go check it out.
All right, we are at our last location. It actually happens to be across the street from our first one. It's called Warung Babi Guling. We had to do dessert this time.
Yeah, we couldn't leave this place without trying Pisang Goreng.
Yes.
So I think this is a banana
fritter.
A banana fritter, and then there's some ice cream over here. I'm going to assume might be gelato. It's melting quickly. We're gonna have to get right into this. And it's got some fritter. It's got some ice cream on there.
All right, let's give it a go.
Let's try it out.
Obviously, like the first thing you notice is like a super banana taste because it is banana.
Yeah.
But then it's got a little bit maybe of cinnamon on top of it, and there's a crunch from being deep fried. And then you put the ice cream on it, and you get a little bit cold. It's really good.
Yeah, guys, look how fast. This is a good sign to show you how warm it is here. The ice cream is melting so fast, it's not even funny. All right, guys, I'm so excited. This looks like my kind of dessert. Wow. The banana fritter is so interesting. Does it make sense if I say it's not overly banana?
Oh, I found it super banana-y.
You did. I don't right away, but maybe I'm tasting some of that cinnamon because I think you said there's cinnamon on there.
Yeah.
And with the ice cream, it's perfect. The ice cream it's melting, but it has little bits of chocolate chunks in there. So take like almost like a French vanilla ice cream, a little bit of chocolate chunks, like a crispy banana fritter, and you get this like delicate dessert. I see why this is like one of the things that the Indonesian people love. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it's almost like a banana split, but like yummier.
Exactly. Okay, for the record, that was one of our favorite food vlogs yet. We had high expectations about Indonesian food, but oh my, the food was over the top. So good.
Yeah, and not to say that I didn't have high expectations, because I really did, and everything we'd had before this video was exceptionally good.
Yeah.
But it exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
Both the chicken dishes we had were good. We had a vegetarian dish in there, we had pork, and then we had dessert. It was all
No, everything
so
is
good.
like a little bit different. I love the satay. I think Ayam Betutu, is that how you say it?
Ayam Betutu
was probably our favorite. Like that was just, oh, so good. You guys have great food here. There's no denying that. Now, if you haven't saw our last video yet, make sure you go do that. Check that out. We were still on Bali at that point. We're having a great time. Go check that video out. Next up, believe it or not, we're going to another hotel. So we can't wait to show you around.
It's gonna be amazing.
The luxurious side of Bali.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Ubud, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.